Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Points Truck Series Nashville 200, presented here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Brady Hanna. Back with us this week after a week off, Richie Coy. Richie in the booth here tonight. This Nashville Superspeedway track can be quite the challenge for the drivers and teams.
Yeah, anytime you got to run on concrete, it always makes it challenging because it tends to be pretty grippy but it takes a lot more rubber than asphalt does. So the lanes may rubber up pretty quickly, and we'll see how that goes tonight. But yeah, I'm excited to be back here.
Yeah, these guys are finishing up qualifying here at Nashville Superspeedway. You're talking about the track being challenging. It is a very unique track as well. We'll look at our track description tonight here at Nashville. It is a very similar, very familiar shape, I guess, a D-shaped oval, but the banking being very different, the surface being different, and the length also being a little bit shorter. It makes this track a real handful for these guys. But when you get it right, man, it feels so great to rip around here.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've raced around this track, but I do like the fact that it's a little bit different. It's not the same cookie cutter that we get week in, week out with the mile and a half. So, you know, the added difference in the surface and the size and the banking, yeah, it definitely makes for unique, and I like unique. So hopefully everybody has a good race tonight, and they get around this track pretty good. We'll see how it goes.
A unique length leads to a unique lap count as well. 150 laps here tonight, breaking the stage down halfway at lap 75. Should be a lot of fun to see how these guys kind of break that up with their pit strategy, having to make a pit stop before and after the stage, and maybe even at the stage, depending on how it falls. So it should be a lot of fun tonight. We're going to look at our, see if I can pull it up, our point standings coming in tonight after one race. After last week, a very interesting race to say the least. Our point shakes up like this, with Brendan Polt in the lead, William Lark in second, Robert Malikian in third for the B season. And those guys off to a good start. A lot of our mainstay guys up front having not so great of a start, and they're going to claw their way from the back to the front in points.
Yeah, there was definitely a shakeup last week. A lot of action on the track, so it definitely shook up the points. Hopefully some of the guys up front can continue running good tonight, and some of the guys that might have had issues last week can make up for it tonight. Absolutely.
You got Nicholas Moreau back there, James Morris, all coming from outside the top 10 trying to make up points, and our schedule looks like this. We're at Nashville Super Speedway this week. We had to Michigan, Talladega, Pocono, and then we get to a very unique one I'm looking forward to, Lime Rock Park. It should be a lot of fun to see how these trucks handle around a road course, around that road course in particular.
Yeah, that's kind of, I guess it would be a short track road course. So yeah, I'd be curious to see how it's going to run there too. I might want to try to get a couple laps with the truck there.
Absolutely. And there's our playoff points real quick, but the guys are gridding up. We're getting ready to go here. We're going to throw it down to our starting lineup tonight for the Nashville 200. As soon as I can find the right page, and there it is. So your starting lineup on the pole tonight for the Nashville 200. When it decides to load, there it is. Wyatt Hunley is going to take the pole tonight in his Toyota. To his outside, the 22, and Michael Blackner will start P2. Starting P3, that's going to be the 88, James Morris. We just talked about him climbing out of a hole. And William Lark, last week's second place finisher, will start on the outside of him in P4. Starting fifth is going to be the 52, that's Brandon Elder. And to his outside is going to be the 14 of Adam Smith. Ryan Lark will start seventh in the 00. To his outside is going to be Robert Malikian in the 16. Starting ninth is going to be the 51. That is Nim Silva. To his outside, rounding out your top 10 is Cameron Albertson. Starting 11th, that is going to be the 7. That is Wayne Grassi. And to his outside in 12th is going to be the 3. That is Chad Lang. Chris Gore will start from the 13th position in the 89. Starting 14th on the outside of him is Grant Robichaux. And in 15th is going to be the 28 of TJ Bartel. To his outside, Aaron Satcher in the number 68.
Starting 17th in the 99 will be JP Burns. With it to his outside will be Richard Myers in the 93. Jarrett Ferreira in the 81 starts 19th, with Mason Weffner starting 20th in the 06. Gregory Valade will start 21st in the 23. Michael Deach Michael Deitch in the 22nd. Will start 22nd in number 70. Josh Mayhew, 23rd in the 61. To his outside is Shad Curran in the 66. Tony Solari will start 25th in the 11, and his outside will be James Torrey in the number 6. Nicholas Moreau, last year's points championship leader, will start 27th in the 15th, with Hayden James in the 01 to his outside. Lewis Meglin in the 43 starts 29th. Alan Duranko in the 2 starts 30th. David Nestor starts 36th. Markyle Henderson starts 32nd. And shotgun on the field will be the number 90 of Joseph Burgess.
33 cars to take the field here tonight at Nashville Superspeedway. These guys running in the corner for the final time, so butterflies building in their stomachs as they go 150 laps here tonight at Nashville Superspeedway, the Nashville 200. And the sun will be setting as we go through the days. We'll see a lot of changes to the track, to the cars, and to the racing. But the pace car is going to pull off. We're going to come to the restart zone. 150 laps on the docket. Wyatt Hundley leads down Michael Blackner, waiting for the green flag. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Nashville.
Great start by the inside lane as they head down into turn 1, as the bottom two, first and second of the 21-88, are kind of checking out there on Michael Blackner on the outside.
James Morris falls into second, Michael Blackner in third. Now William Larkin fourth. They get single file for the most part, except for back here for about fifth on back. You got Brandon Elder finally able to clear Ryan Larkin, Robert Malikian side by side for 6 as they exit 4.
Yeah, they're 2x2 there with the 7 of Wayne Grossi, as though the 76 of Cameron Albertson just makes the pass to Wayne coming down the front stretch. Michael Blackner's heading up to the outside coming out of turn 2 here.
Got one car way up high there in the back as well as they head down the back stretch. So far, we've clean and green here. A lot better than we did last week when we had one lap and one big wreck on the front stretch. So far, so good for these guys as they come out of 4 to complete lap 2.
Well, there's a lot of room here, so as long as they have patience in mind as they're coming around here. And it looks like even the ones that are running side by side are giving each other plenty of room, which is always good to see. So if they keep doing that, we should stay clean and green.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, you would think so.
First battle's for 4th, and it looks like Ryan Lark's going to hang on to that in front of Brandon Elder. Brandon Elder beside Robert Malikian now for 6th once again, as they're side-by-side coming off turn 4.
Yeah, the rest of the pack behind this particular battle is all kind of strung out to single file. So this is definitely the best battle on the track right now with the 16 and 76.
This is kind of turning
almost 3 wide.
I was going to say turning into a gaggle here as they head down the backstretch. Is that Wayne Grossi looking?
Yeah, it's definitely a good. Yeah, it's a great battle. You got the 16 and 76, now the 89 and 7 have joined, and you got the 3 and the 28 kind of licking their chops back there, waiting for these guys to figure out where they're going. But great side-by-side action here.
2x2 there for, what is that, 6th, 7th? No, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. As Brandon Elder is pulled away from this group. It looks like the 16 and Malikian's going to get that run off the top and clear as he head into 3.
I was wondering, I didn't get a chance to do my research, and I was wondering if the outside lane was going to be dominant here like it could be. So a couple passes to the outside, so maybe actually there will be an outside here.
Yeah, Chris Gore gets by on the outside as well. Cameron Albertson going the wrong way as Wayne Grossi looks to the inside.
Well, no, I just said that there might be an outside, and now he's kind of getting freight trained on the inside. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this unfolds. We just saw Malikian make a pass on the outside, and now we're watching the 76 kind of go backwards on the outside.
Yeah, he didn't quite get the run off the corner on the bottom that I thought he might. The outside's still sticking well, but now Wayne's going to clear coming off the corner. TJ Bartel's going to try to follow him through. As I say that, here comes the outside once again with that run.
Right, they always I think they listen to us sometimes, and they're like, well, we're just going to prove you wrong.
Well, this track is a very momentum-sensitive track, if I remember right. I remember running the trucks before. The trucks are such low horsepower. Here comes Cameron looking to the inside of Wayne now. But the trucks are so low horsepower, you really got to keep your momentum up. And when you run that outside and kind of keep your momentum up, you can really pin that guy on the bottom down. He can't get that run off the corner.
Right, and then you're just hoping that you're not heating up your tires a lot up there and watch the tire wear go away. But Yeah, it's definitely with these trucks. A lot of the tracks are momentum with these trucks because of the lack of horsepower, which is one of the reasons why I think a lot of guys like them is that they're low horsepower and they have that momentum. As now TJ's looking underneath the 76 and looked. Now the 3's looking underneath the 76.
We're looking back up front, and it's starting to close in up front now. Wyatt Hundley had a little bit of a lead, but James Morris is closing in with William Lark right behind him. Michael Blackner, Ryan Lark, the top 7 under a blanket here up front.
Yeah, they're running single file. I'm thinking either the 21 is super fast and nobody can pass them, or there's some tire saving going on here.
Well, there will be a pit stop required before the stage, so these guys all know there's going to be at least one pit stop before they get to halfway and get that stage caution. So you're right, they could be playing the long game here.
Right, so just to refresh my memory, we're doing lap 75 as the stage, and we do have to make a pit stop before the stage, and then we'll have to do one in the second stage as well.
That's
right?
correct. Yep.
All right. Strategy: when to pit, when not to pit.
And I'm not really sure what the fuel window is either for these guys. Really, we didn't get that information before the race, but I'm
going to say probably like 55-ish.
That's
what I'm thinking. So Chris Gore just made a pass on Robert Malikian back there in the 7th and 8th position.
And that is teammates, those two.
As are the top 2. So first and second, or actually I take that back, first and second are not. It's 3rd and 5th that are teammates up front.
That's right. And the leader and 6th are teammates, Wyatt Hundley and Brandon Outer.
You get a teammate, and you get a teammate.
That's right.
And let's see, the 1st and 2nd used to be teammates, but they're not teammates anymore. And then you got 9th and 10th used to be teammates, but they're not teammates anymore.
Second place and your points leader are teammates. Where is our points leader anyway coming in here? Brendan.
Who's our points leader again?
Brendan.
There's only one Brendan in the race. That's Brendan Elder.
That's Brandon.
Is he not here?
I guess he's not. Brandon. I think he took a provisional this week. So.
Oh, Brendan Polt.
Polt. Yes.
Yes. He did it. He was going on vacation this week, so he requested a provisional. So he's not here tonight.
Well, I hope he's having fun wherever he's at. We're having some fun here tonight in Nashville.
Yeah, welcome to the summer months.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'd like to say I was on vacation last week, but I wasn't. I was actually at Lucas Oil Raceway Park running the USAC Midgets with Bertrand Motorsports.
Are you saying you'd rather be on vacation than racing?
No, actually, we work really hard when we're out there. We got 3 midgets that we take care of, and there's only a couple guys, and we work really hard. And we're sore afterwards, but winning USAC races never gets old, my friend.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun up there. I know you make that trip. Is it once a year or a couple times a year? But it looks like a lot of fun up there. It's one of my favorite tracks is any IRP up there, so it's got to be a lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun. Last year we did it 4 times. This year we're only doing it 3 times. The next one's in August and I think October.
On the board with the 88 of James Morris, still stalking that 21 of Wyatt Hundley. I gotta believe that they're kind of in conservation mode here, knowing that there's a long way to go in this race. We are only on lap 15. And
15 to 20, most racetracks that we go to, lap 15 to 20 is when the trucks, if they have any type of deficiency, that's when, caution.
Yeah, caution. Something to do with Adam.
Oh, big wreck. Oh, the 11, Tony Solari's in it. The 51 is in it. Oh.
First one I saw pop up was the 14. I don't even see the 14.
Yeah, 14 and the 68 looked like they might have been the where the caution started.
Well, let's go back and look at our Best One Tire and Auto Care instant replay to see what happened on this first caution tonight here at Nashville. You see Adam Smith racing here beside, contact. And that car slides up the track. Is that Aaron Sass?
Yes, in the 68, yes.
In the 68. Let's see if we can get a better shot of that.
Yeah, they collect. Looks like Josh Mayhew. Oh, he just gets a little bit of it. Yeah. Josh Mayhew in 61. There's a couple cars that are collected. The 23 of Gregory Valade. 6 of James Torrey's in there. 51 in Nim Silva. And old Spicy himself.
It's like they just didn't. One of them did. Kind of came together there and just.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. It just looks like they were coming through the tri-oval, and the 68 was doing his normal let's go through the tri-oval, and not clear. I don't know. We'll have to. The admins will have to take a look at it afterwards, but
well, there's split strategy here. We got some guys: Wyatt Huntley, James Morris, William Lark, Ryan Lark, Brandon Elder, and several others come down to pit. But we had about 7 cars stay out here that decided not to take tires at this point. Michael Blackner, Chris Gore, J.P. Burns, Raymond Ferrara. Remind me again how to say that.
Ferrara,
and Hayden James, Shad Curran, and Mason Hoffner all deciding to stay out. So we have 7 cars that have stayed, 7 trucks that have stayed out. I think everybody else came down for tires.
Yeah, so this is part of where the strategy comes in. We only have to go to lap 75, but if you can keep an extra set of tires here and not fall back too far, you'll have an extra set maybe for the end of the race that other people don't have.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, you got to be very careful in this restart, not to spin your tires. And of course, if you're on older tires, you're probably going to get past here, so you kind of have to stay out of the way, make sure you don't get run over. This is tough being up front, but it will pay off. If we have a rash of cautions, you'll have that extra set of tires to play with, and it will really help.
Yeah, the flip side of that is maybe taking the set of tires here late in the stage. If we have a caution, say with like 20 or 15 to go.
True.
The guys that just pitted, they're not going to pit because they don't want to use that extra set of tires, or they will pit and then flip the stage. So lots of strategy can come out of this.
That's a good point, because you may be saving tires for the whole race, or you may be saving tires just to get to halfway too, because like you said, you could flip that late in the stage and really rack up some stage points, or you could save them all the way to the end of the race and maybe get a good win out of it. And interesting too is our leader has taken the outside.
He has. I don't know. I haven't seen. This will be the second restart I've seen here in a while, so we'll see how it works out for him. The outside will have a nice run going into 1 and 2, but with these low horsepower cars, sometimes just wrapping the bottom is the way to go. So pace cars off.
So Michael Blackner is your leader, Chris Gore, Raymond Ferreira, J.P. Burns, and Shad Curran. Your top 5 as they come down to the restart zone. Green flag is out, and we're racing once again.
Great start by the 22 and the 81 there of Jarrett Ferreira. So they might be able to run out there and hide.
Yeah, I think the 89 was really being careful not to spin his tires on that bottom there, which is a smart move as well. Just didn't get away, but he was definitely making sure not to spin those tires and spin up the track. And those 4 have kind of broken away, give himself a little bit of a buffer to those new tires.
Yeah, and if they can get away a couple laps here, maybe the other tires will equal out. But this is where it gets dicey.
3 wide.
It is 3 wide. They're still 3 wide. That is the battle of new tires trying to come to the front.
Who's that way up?
Lark is trying to go ahead.
Way up the track. I think that's Brandon Elder on the top there. They're still trying to sort that out. Now they're back to 2 wide, but still, there's speed of the new tires and those old tires trying to hang on.
I was about to say that the 24 of William, was that William? Yeah, that's the 24 is William Lark, yes. And he's racing a 21. Those are the guys on the 2 freshest tires that are furthest up. And William running the high side there, while Wyatt Huntley is running the low side in the 21. They're racing to see who will take the lead here if they get by all these guys on older tires.
I gotta wonder too if some of these guys maybe took fuel only. Surely not, but at least the fuel would get you to the end of the stage. I gotta think if you're gonna stop, you might as well take tires? I don't know.
Yeah, if I stopped, I would. I mean, if I was going to stop this early in the stage, I think I would. But then again, I don't know. 15 laps into a stage, that's not a lot. Not a lot of bang for your buck there on the Goodyear belt.
I was going to say, but it is enough to get you, I think, to the halfway break, maybe. So we will see.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, if you stopped, it had to be for that reason, right? You would think.
Yeah, I'm figuring if they stopped, that they think they can make it to the end of the stage now, and they put new tires on, filled it full of fuel, and now they're good to go to the end of the stage. The only problem with that strategy is if we get another caution and somebody that didn't pit last time does pit and leapfrog. But I'll tell you, this front four, and now we got a battle for the lead as the 81 is looking underneath Michael Blackner here, but these four had checked out a little bit.
I was watching that racing in the back. It's getting crazy. But up front, you're right. Raymond Ferreira going for the lead over Michael Blackner. Michael using that momentum on the outside to hang there on the outside of the 81 as they head down the front stretch and into turn one.
Now, this ain't good, guys. You need to figure it out. Get single file, because running side by side is going to let all those guys behind you and new tires catch up on you.
Well, I would think so. But to be honest with you, they've pulled out a nice little lead on fifth place Hayden James. They've done a really good job of spacing themselves out and getting away from the pack. And honestly, those new tires are not coming as fast as I thought they would.
Well, they're still kind of in traffic. And they're also running side by side, and they have been. But the 21, 3 wide maybe? Almost. The 21 and 24 have been running side by side. They haven't caught the 01 there. The 01 and the 06. So new tires are not making that much of a difference, it looks like.
I thought it was going to be 3 wide. They settle it down into turn 3, 2x2. It is quite the gaggle here in front. 24 continue to run side by side with the 21. Now it is 3 wide with Wayne Grossi looking to the inside.
But the 24 finally made it past the 21 and got loose going in that corner. And Wayne pounced. He was lying on a stake there trying to get by these guys with Nicholas Moreau right there behind him.
This makes me really think that maybe the 7 took tires and the 21 and 24 did not. Because look at the speed that Grossi has.
Yeah, compared. And I'm curious about Nick. Nicholas pitted on lap 18 and 41 seconds. So yeah, Nick definitely got tires. And he's coming from nowhere too. So he's up. Off my screen. He's up 20 some odd positions. Nicholas Moreau is.
Again, I was looking at the racing in the back a minute ago. Man, the different lines that these guys can run through the corner is amazing. The racing is so good back there. You had one guy on the tops. Of course, that was Brandon Elder way high on those older tires. But you had guys running 4 different lanes through the corner on a concrete track on less than a mile and a third, I guess.
Yeah, it's producing some really great racing here. Wayne Grossi is just now getting past. He's just moved himself into 4th, yeah.
Hoffner way up the track.
Yes.
He lost 2 positions. Nicholas Moreau fights through as well. And again, Moreau up 21 positions from his starting spot.
I think you're right. I don't think that the 21, the 24, or the 88 took tires.
Oh, tight racing back there. A late move by Adam Smith.
That's the 14. Yeah,
he
14.
thought better of it. He's already been involved. Oh, he slides up the track into the side of the 00 there.
Again, new tires. I think we're seeing new tires now finally making their way to the front. I think they fooled us, Brody. Ryan Lark pitted for 34 seconds, so I think they just got fuel. Right.
I love it, though, because everybody's made a different decision here. You got a group of guys that took fuel only. You got a group of guys that stayed out. And you got a group of guys that said, screw it, I'm going to burn a set of tires here and burn through the field.
Well, I got news for you. The guys up front, they're gone. The top 3, are out a second over 4th, who's over almost 2 seconds over 5th, which would be Wayne with his new tires. I don't know if Wayne's got enough time.
Wayne is, he's right there. As long as you don't burn it up getting there. And Nicholas Moreau is all over the back of Wayne as well.
I'm watching the back, and there's people on the outside, middle, inside.
I love it. I love it, and they've got to be enjoying themselves, or at least they will after the fact. I mean, in the moment, it can get really heated when you're trying to get a guy and you just can't make the pass. But afterwards, watching the racing, you've got to love this because it's so fun to go back and say, man, I was part of that. I was able to hang on to my truck, keep it clean, but we were racing hard.
Yeah, and I'm watching. So I'm back here watching the 21 and the 24 who were our leaders prior to the caution, and they've been racing with the 01 who stayed out since the green flag came back out, and the 21 just finally made it past the 01, and now the 14 is diving underneath the 21. So he finally gets by a guy, and then the guy with new tires gets back by him.
So much for clean air. Here's the 14. He makes that pass by. And that's going to move Adam Smith up in the 8th spot here. Meanwhile, up front, Mason Hoffner has pulled away from these guys, and you got J.P. Burns, who's actually gotten passed now by Nicholas Moreau and Wayne Grassi as those new tires start to make their way to the front.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how quickly they can close down. I mean, they're maybe 0.3 faster than the leaders are right now.
And we're only on lap 34. We still have a ways to go to the halfway break, too.
Ooh. 24 was sideways.
Oh, we got a gaggle.
Four wide.
Oh, my goodness. And they made it.
They made it. They made it. I think we were watching the same thing there.
Well, you screamed. I had to pull it up. I went back there and you gave me a number, and as soon as I pulled it up, they were 4 wide. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it was, they're still 3 wide. Man, they are fighting hard. The 24 has lost a bunch of spots. He got loose a couple laps ago, and like I said, he was up running with the 21 and the 01, and now he's about 6, 7, 8 cars behind him. So he's definitely lost some spots here.
I can tell you who's way up there. Oh, and he gets turned around.
The 01.
Hayden James around and into the grass. He avoids hitting the wall. But he had contact from behind, and caution's going to come out, and this is going to change things yet again. Let's go back and look at our Best One Tire and Auto Care Instant Replay.
And the 93 just gets innocently involved in it.
Looks like the 01 is up the track and then comes down. And I think the 24 was already there.
That's the 00.
No, 00. Okay.
Yeah, that's the other lark. The other lark.
Up the track right there. And yeah, you're right. He's struggling with handling, and unfortunately, who's that T-bones him right there?
That's the 93 of Richard Meyer.
Richard Meyer.
It was.
Myers is unfortunately just kind of an innocent bystander there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. It just happened literally right in front of him. But strangely enough, our second man of mayhem, TJ Bartel, made it through without any issues.
And I don't think there was any major damage done to either one of those trucks. He hit him a good bit, but not anything that's race ending. So all those guys will be able to get cleaned up and continue here. So we got a lot of pit stops. We got 6 on back deciding to make a pit stop. Your top 5 stay. Well, it's not the top 5 that were up there, but I'll run through them in a minute. But James Morris, Adam Smith, Michael Blackner, Wyatt Huntley, and Chris Gore, your top 5 coming off pit road. Actually, Nicholas Moreau pitting as well.
So this is what I was saying before, that if you can get a late race caution in the stage, which we're at like halfway in the stage. I've lost my laps. We're just past halfway in the stage. So now's a good time to take tires, and I have a feeling that all those guys that fooled us last time will be taking tires this time.
Yeah, there comes the 90. Oh, Nicholas Moreau coming back down pit road. Uh-oh.
He get a penalty?
I'm not sure, but talking about the guys that stayed out, Richard Myers, who was just involved in that wreck in 93, he stays out. Grant Robichaux, he stays out in 3rd, and then you got Michael Ditch. It's not Ditch. What is that? Yeah, Deitch. And then Wayne Grassi, who stayed out as well. And Wayne was coming to the front with those new tires. Decides he's not going to take another set of tires. And probably he may be paying the price here towards the end of the stage.
They were just going down pit road on my replay. I forgot to hit live again, so I'm back live again.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, they're doubled up. It was quick.
It was. I was trying to get. I haven't been watching the chat, but we have Donnie Battiest in chat rooting on Wyatt.
All right. He'll be racing tomorrow night in the ARCA series over at the other Nashville track, Nashville Fairgrounds. So I'm looking forward to getting out there for that as well.
The short track.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pace lights are off. They're going to pull off off of the track this time by. Wayne Grassi going to lead him down. Michael Deitch.
Deitch. That's it, Deitch.
And green flag is on, and we're back racing here at Nashville.
Wayne Grassi with a huge jump, followed by the 19 of Grant Robichaux. Now James Morris coming up. James did pit on this last question, so now we might see the 88 go right to the front.
Up to P3 already with those newer tires. Racing behind them, though, side by side for fifth on back.
Yep, Michael Blackner would be the next car on the new tires. So he's back there in fifth as Wayne has rocketed out to a pretty good lead here. Running pretty good lap times.
Oh, we got a car around James Torrey off of turn 2. He saves it somehow. If we save green.
No caution. I think, I don't know who it was that he hit, but I think when he came down, he hit to somebody's door, and it straightened him up, and they all kept going. That's teamwork right there. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he's probably not too keen on that kind of teamwork.
While that was going on, Wyatt Huntley has moved past James Morris and is in the process of taking over P2. And James has fallen back. He's back to like 7th position here.
Maybe he saved some tires. Oh, we see, who's that? Is that Michael Blackner
Blackner
getting all out of shape coming off turn 4?
The original man of mayhem.
We talked about how this track is going to change throughout the night. You know, it's going to go through some changes with the cooler temps. And I got a feeling some of these guys are not liking what their truck's doing right now.
James, I think, might have some kind of an issue. He was just way down low, going down the backstretch.
I kind of wonder if he didn't take tires who took fuel only on that stop.
Oh, I don't know. That would. Now I'm really curious on what would happen.
I'm all we need to get some software to keep up with what these guys are doing for sure.
Well, I got my software up here, but it's only showing me top 5. So I think what I need to do is I'll have to have it try to give me everybody, and I'll put it over here on the side so I can have that information for you.
We got a guy that can help us with that, so I'm not talking him after. He's out there on track too, so. Actually, right behind us.
3 wide back there.
He was just 3 wide.
He was just 3 wide. He was the one that won 3 wide. That guy.
Yeah. Brandon Elder with 52.
As this is happening, we're having a pass for the lead and a pass for third at the same time as the 21 of Wyatt Huntley is taking over the lead from Wayne Grassi, and Michael Blackner is looking for third over the 70 of Michael Deitch. Sorry. He did try to correct us before the race, which is why I think we're having way more problems with his name now.
I think it is Deitch.
But, no, it's Deitch. Because Deitch is what we were saying, and that was wrong. But at least he's getting a lot more airtime this time.
Yeah, sure.
And for a good reason, not for a bad reason. I think there was 4 wide going on back there. I could not see who it was. I wasn't there quick enough.
Truck up against the wall, 2, 3, and 4 there. I think it's Robichaux trying to stay out of. No, it wasn't. Who is it back there?
I have cameras all over the racetrack, and I can't tell who it is. So James Morris is all the way back to 23rd.
Listen, I hope you guys are enjoying this broadcast, but if you want to get on the action, you would probably know more about what's going on the track than we do right now, because they are all over the place. They are all over the track, and we had somebody smack the wall there off turn 2.
Maybe the 2 of Alan Duranko?
Could be. It was right there in that group, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have 2 different angles going on, and I still can't catch all the action. But I will tell you what the action is Wyatt Hundley is checking out up front. He's got over a second lead now on Wayne Grassi as Michael Blackner's trying to actually, I take that back. Michael Blackner just took over second from Wayne, and Wayne's going to fall back another couple of spots to the guys with tires here at the end.
Yeah, William Lark going by on the outside. J.P. Burns following him through on the outside. And it's what we talked about. Wayne took those tires early. Now he's kind of paying the price a little bit for it.
Here at the end of the stage.
Yeah, but it's for the stage. And you know, you got to play the long game here. Here's Hoffner here in the 01. Getting by Michael Deitch.
They, putting stage racing in, it puts a little added, because those 10 bonus points for winning the stage can definitely add up at the end of the season. I've definitely seen it definitely take its toll on your competitors. So if you can get a couple of them stage wins, they're important. But I don't know. I flip side, because is it as important as the 45 you get at the end for winning? You know what I mean? It's
yeah. I mean, they could be important at the end of the day, but I thought they were going to go 3 wide back there. They thought better of it here for, was it 9th, 10th, and 11th? And there's Tony Solari in the 11th. He's rebounded from his accident early on there.
Looks like he might have got himself some fresh shoes here as he's making his way up, passing the 70 and the 16.
And there's the 16, you're right. Robert Malenkia, man, this field has flipped already, I think, 2 or 3 times, and we're not even halfway yet.
No, but the sun has gone down. Strangely enough, the track temperature has gone up since the sun has gone down. We're up to 85-degree track temperature, or 83 before, so strange things going on here in the Nashville area.
Chris Gore looking to the inside of the 7 of Grassi, can't get there. This is a fight for 6th, 7th, and 8th. And while he's doing that, Duranko drives around the outside of the 7th, so it's not going to be 3 wide, but Duranko's going to get by. The 89 gets choked up coming off the corner. That's going to open the door to the outside of Chad Lane.
Vultures. They're all a bunch of vultures. You lift, and that's what happens when you're talking about before with the momentum of this truck. You lift, and it kills your momentum, and it allows the guys behind you that didn't lift to get those runs, as the 24 of William Lark makes his way past Michael Blackner there for second. They're both chasing down to 21.
Lark to P2.
Still gone. Yeah.
I think it's where he finished last week, was it not? I think he finished P2. To Brendan Poltz are having a good start of the season, the 24 of William Lark. And if it continues, he'll be our points leader after this race, if things keep going the way they are.
Just got to finish this one off. But I'm still watching that pack back here. Now we've added TJ Bartel and Brandon Elder.
Ooh, oh, the 7 around.
Contact.
The 7 around.
Russian yet.
Did he save it? He saves it. We stay green.
Did, yes. Nope. Oh, they're still wrecking. Hold on. They're still trying.
Everybody keeps going the right direction, though. Ryan Lark's still rolling.
The 93 of Richard Myers, once again, kind of an innocent victim here. He looks like he might have checked up and just got tagged from behind and sent him through the infield as Wayne was slowed down in the front stretch. Yeah, lots going on. The 00 through the infield on that one. Lots of stuff going on there.
I'm trying to go back and look and see what happened. Wayne Grassi, it looks like Tony tries to make it 3 wide. Wayne gets a little loose off the corner and somehow keeps it going the right direction, and then the 93 slows and then gasses it back up and gets sideways on the apron But he also corrects it and keeps going in the same direction while the double zero's going through the infield. Everything happening.
At least they don't have to worry about the lawn maintenance care in the front stretch now. Mr. Lark got that.
They keep it.
Yeah,
clean.
That's the second one that should have been, could have been, and wasn't a question.
And credit to those guys for hanging on to it for sure. I'll tell you, one guy who's fallen off and not really recovered is Raymond Ferreira. Back here in 19th spot, he was running towards the front and just has not made any progress.
Yeah, Nicholas Moreau hasn't made his way back up to the front either. He was up front, but after that pit stop, not. James Morris back to 25th.
You're right. They've got a bunch of fast guys back here. Maybe the strategy just didn't work out.
Well,
maybe saving tires.
They're saving too much. Too much saving.
Too much.
You got to use a little bit of the rubber. Too much. But I don't know what's going on.
Raymond's in the grass.
He's what?
We were just talking about him. He's in the grass.
He's in the grass.
Let's go back and look and see how did that happen. He's passing 81. He's passing a car through 3 and 4 here. The 01 comes off the corner. Almost contacts. Well, that didn't happen there.
He just gets loose.
Coming off the corner.
Oh, little contact.
He's looser than. Oh, okay. There's the double. The 01 makes contact with him. Slides through the grass. And of course,
I thought that truck was going to go in the air.
Not a caution. He spins it back around and gets it back going, but that's going to be very detrimental to him.
Not hitting the brakes. He almost made it onto pit road there, which would have been a huge penalty for him.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job to keep it off pit road, keep that penalty from happening. But you're right. He's almost a lap down now.
Unfortunately, he's only got a little bit to go.
Your leader here. Everything happening here in Nashville. Excitement.
Slides through grass. People killing the lawn. 2-3 wide racing.
Pit stops. No tires. 4 tires. Maybe some 2 tires. Yeah. We don't know.
We have no idea. Maybe only 1 tire. Who knows? Is the 23 getting first car to go a lap down on the racetrack here. Looks like he might have some right front damage. I know that breaks your heart. I know that breaks your heart to see the 23.
23.
Get a lap down.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. He'll be in the 23 tomorrow night in the ARCA series, so it'll make up for it.
True. William Lark running second right now. Michael Blackner running third. J.P. Burns and Ala Duranka round out your top 5.
And the guy who's coming is the one that was next in line for you to talk about, which was T.J. Bartel, as he's been shooting his way up through the top 10. That was only like 5 or 6 laps ago he had just broken into the top 10.
He's trying to get around Chris Gore here and does so off turn 2. So T.J. Bartel up to P6. I'm almost scared to talk about it anymore. We just got done talking about Ferreira, and he ends up in the grass.
I blame you. You can have the commentator curse tonight.
I can tell you, Brandon Elder has hit pit road under green here. Let's see if he rejoins, but it's not what you want to have happen here.
Yeah, I would only expect you to probably, depending on where you are in the track, probably only lose 1 lap-ish going into pits, maybe 2. It's a short track.
Here's Robert Malikian getting around Chris Gore as well on the outside. And Tony Solari behind him trying to follow him through.
He's kind of almost there. I think he might get him going into 1 here. Yep, he's outside. Ryan Hunley now is about to catch a gaggle of lap cars.
He's got a 1.8 second lead on second place right now, but you're right. Oh! The 6.
That's not what you want to see.
The 6, and who is that?
That's the 93
The
again.
93.
That's Richard Mayers. Yeah.
He's having quite a night here tonight.
Well, he's been unfortunately, in a couple of damage issues. So I don't know if he's pitted, so maybe he's having some damage issues. As the 19 of Grant Rubber Show goes down a lap, and that, breaks my heart. I guess if it's good for me to say to you, it's good for me for you.
If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Yeah, there you go. Or if we wanted to call it like a Tonyism, what's good for the gander is good for the goose.
Yeah, I don't know. Stand on his shoulders, throwing a monkey in a wrench or something. I don't know.
Gotta have that wrench on the monkey. And to get the shoulders off the monkey.
Through all that, Wyatt Huntley maintains a 1.7 second lead over William Lark right here in second. Michael Blackner starting to close in on Lark for second place as well. We are getting pretty close to this halfway stage. Only about 7 laps away.
William Lark just touched the wall there coming out of 4. JP Burns is kind of closing in on the front, the second and third as well. And I thought TJ was too. Yeah, TJ's just passing for 5th over Alan Duranko.
Yep, and it looks like Robert Maliki is going to follow him through that as well. So you're right, TJ Bartell starting to come towards the front, up 10 spots from the starting position. Ooh, you see Robert Maliki get high through 3 and 4.
2 teammates running back-to-back there with Maliki and Duranko.
It's been wild and crazy this first 70 laps here at Nashville, and it's just going to get more ramped up as we head towards the end of this race. 200 miles, 150 laps around the Nashville Superspeedway, the concrete 1.33 mile tri-oval.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at my track map, and there is cars racing all the way around this racetrack. There's very little one cars sections. It's just gaggles of cars.
Okay, we got 4 laps to go in this battle for second, starting to heat up. Michael Blackner again closing in on William Lark, and JP Burns actually right on the tailgate of Michael Blackner.
He's using the high side, trying to get that momentum up there.
With those old tires, it can really work out. Let's see what happens here. Michael gets a little tight off turn 4. JP Burns looking to the outside, looking to the inside, trying to find somewhere to go.
Now Michael kind of moves up a little bit, trying to get that truck into clean air, but JP still hanging up there in the high and wide up there.
Got the 20.
Some other battles
24.
going on here with sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying the 24 from Charleston, South Carolina, the 22 Michael Blackner from Pennsylvania, and you got JP Burns from Canada. So
quite a bit of difference there.
Yeah. All on the East Coast.
Well, it depends on where JP is in Canada.
I can't. You know what? We can find out. Let's look.
Oh, he's outside. Oh, I thought he was outside. He just tried to get that nose up there and didn't quite make it.
He's from Ontario, Canada.
So what I was saying before was we had there's other racing, really good racing going on just in the back half of the top 10 with Alan Duranko and Tony Solari side by side. With I have a number 6 on the back of my. I don't know who that is. But it's Mason Weffner in a number 6 car. He's supposed to be
06.
06, yeah. There a 0 on that thing?
We'll inspect it after the race.
But they're side by side here, back here for the 7th spot.
You're right, Tony Sawyer fighting. But this is going to be the last lap for the stage off. Turn 4, here comes, actually that's down the backstretch, sorry. Wyatt Huntley finishing the last lap of the stage here down through 3 and 4. He's going to take the stage win tonight here at Nashville. William Lark still hanging on the second. Looks like he will do so. And 3rd and 4th for Michael Blackner and JP Burns. But Wyatt Huntley will win the stage here at Nashville Superspeedway.
Nice. Wyatt Huntley, William Lark, Michael Blackner, JP Burns, TJ Bartell makes it all the way up to 5th. Robert Malikian 6th. Alan Durankos beats Tony to the line for 7th and 8th. And Chris Gore and Mason Huefner round out your 9th and 10th stage points.
In that 0-6 car.
I don't see I could be
see a 0.
I don't see the 0.
Yeah.
I just see a 6. But that could just be me. I'm blind.
We'll see. But anyway, so that stage is over. Man, did we have a lot going on for that.
Aaron Satcher says he's got no chicken, but he's got turkey burgers and Doritos. I don't know, the Doritos maybe, but I don't know about the turkey burgers.
So,
my wife likes turkey burgers.
Listen, I don't know about turkey burger. I don't know about all that. I like turkey on Thanksgiving. Like a baked turkey would be nice. But turkey is no replacement for chicken. You can forget about that.
So it's not close enough. It's not a close enough foul for you, is what you're saying?
Yeah, no. Chicken's so much better. All right, so the guys are going to hit pit road here and get some fresh tires, re-rack them and stack them. We'll do it again once they complete their pit stops here.
This time, everybody's coming down pit road, and I can guarantee you, everybody's getting tires. There'll be no questions at this point.
I'm waiting for somebody.
Hit pit road.
I'm waiting for somebody to prove you wrong, but you're right. That long run towards the end, there's no doubt that you're going to want tires here.
You want other people's tires. That's how bad you want tires right now. Give me his tires.
It'd be nice if you could
Not one person.
trade tires.
Yeah, right? He's on my team. He's out. Give me his new tires.
Ooh, did we just have a change for the lead on pit road?
We did. The 24 beat the 21 out.
24, William Lark, nice pit stop, gets out in front of Wyatt Huntley. So Lark to the lead. Number 24, Huntley falls to second. Blackner, Burns, and Malikian, your top 5.
Yep, TJ Bartel, pretty much status quo for the top 10. Outside of that lead change, as everybody makes their way off pit road with their new shoes.
The 4 feel goods.
This looks like such a nicer pit road apron as opposed to Charlotte last week. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's
Charlotte's so bouncy. Oh my God! In the Cup car with no suspension, it's like trying to drive on a cheese grater.
Yeah, no, we had some issues on pit road. I mean, on the apron coming off pit road.
Yeah, on the apron.
It's
death defying.
This
looks like a nice one. This one looks like a very nice pit road exit. Actually, this looks like a very nice facility in general. I mean, they've done a really nice job here.
Yeah. And especially considering there wasn't racing here for several years and we come back to it. Much like we may see a certain track in the Chicago area come back next season.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Much better than the certain track that they run currently in the Chicago area.
It's a good publicity stunt, but maybe not a good race.
No, I mean it got SVG a first win in Cup, so yay. But yeah, outside of that,
You don't want to race on the streets of Nashville instead of here? I'm kidding.
The IndyCars do.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no, they do.
They drive over a bridge. That's crazy. Here we go back to green.
Yeah. So no bridges here. We're gonna bridge stage 1 into stage 2 here tonight. As they come down to the restart zone, William Lark leading them down. Wyatt Huntley second. Green flag is out, and we are back underway here in Nashville.
Did you really just say we're going to bridge stage 1 to stage 2?
We're going to bridge the gap, yeah. Why not?
Oh, my goodness. That's like a Tony. That's the Tonyism right there. All right, we are the 24. Ooh, touches the wall coming out of 2 there, and Wyatt, just enough to have Wyatt Huntley now dive under him going into 3 here for the lead.
Huntley to the inside, the 24, Lark to the outside. Lark's going to maintain that momentum on the top, though, and maintain that position. Meanwhile, back there, they're getting awful racy for about 4th on back. Actually, getting racy for the lead. Here comes the 21 of Wyatt Huntley to the inside once again.
was thinking, yeah, you might have beat my pit crew off the pit road here, but I'm going to pass you on the track as they do a crossover.
The switcheroo.
And somebody's in the back in the grass. Somebody slid around on the back in the grass. I couldn't see who it was.
Hayden James in the 01. He keeps it going, though. We stay green.
21 did complete that pass. Don't look now. Here comes Mr. Mayhem in 1 and Mr. Mayhem 2 as TJ Bartel has made his way up into 4th behind Michael Blackner here. Both having a great night. Hopefully they can capitalize on it. Michael down on the low coming down the backstretch.
Oh, we got another truck out of shape. In the grass again. Joseph Burge. No, I'm sorry. This is 70 and Michael Deitch.
Michael has lost 3 spots and is in the process of maybe losing another one to Tony. I think he just got loose coming out of 2. That might be that transition you were talking about from day to night. Oh, the 89 is sideways now off of turn 2.
Chris Gore sideways
drop some oil
into the grass. Does he keep it straight? He does. No
is
caution.
There oil down there?
Again, but that is the 3rd lap in a row we've had somebody get loose off that corner.
There's oil. Somebody's putting oil down. Not me. I'm in the booth.
Top 2's kind of broken away. That puts TJ Bartel up in the 3rd. JP Burns in 4th and Robert Blanking in 5th. TJ having a heck of a run here early on in this second part of the race.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way he was coming on at the end of the stage 1, now that he's starting closer to the front and doesn't have as far to go, I'd watch out for 28. I think he's going to be good on the long run.
These guys trying to figure things out here. The 43 gets high through 3 and 4, getting close to the 62 of Mark Kyle Henderson there. They figure that out. Here comes Raymond Ferrero. Back here in the pack, just trying to bounce around because there is so much going on.
Yeah, again, it's you look back and they're just side by side, and I'm watching Chad Lang and the 06 of Mason side by sides here for the 9th and 10th spot. Nicholas looks like he's making his way kind of towards the front. He's made his way back up to 12th. He might be a factor in this at the end.
The one thing Nicholas does really well is just patiently working his way through the race, and you always end up at the end seeing him towards the front at these races, just because he knows, the checker flag doesn't fall to the end of the race, which is common sense. But when you're sitting in the race car behind the seat, got the helmet on, and sometimes it's hard to remember that when you get racing with people.
Yeah, absolutely. But I bet you if we get to interview him tonight, he's going to tell us that he probably didn't do a lot of practicing this week because maybe his real racing keyed up over the weekend, and he hasn't had time to put a good setup in because he's not running quite like he has been in Season A. Not that he's running bad, because he is coming to the front, but I bet you some real racing got into the way of his practice time this week.
Which is common practice in the summer months. You're going to hear that probably a lot from guys that race in real life. They'll not have as much time during these summer months to really put into sim racing, and then they'll fire it up in the winter months. So not a surprise. And he is one of the ones
vacations.
that we talked about before.
Yeah, he's a crew chief for his brother with a late model up in Canada. So between that and vacations, you're going to hear us a lot with that too, people taking vacations. But James Morris is starting to make hay coming back to the front as he has made his way back up. He's looking for the 14th spot from Wayne Grossi. So some of them guys that slid back earlier, yo-yoing their way back to the front.
One thing I'm seeing is it's really hard to make time, to make passes, and to see a little bit of a blocking going on down there.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see there.
But you see these guys fall back into the pack and how hard it is to work their way through the pack. It's just really hard, once you lose that track position to gain it back.
But it seems like it's hard to pass on new tires. So when you catch guys that are on the same tires as you, it makes it a little bit hard to pass until you get about 15, 20 laps in on those tires and people start to slide around a little bit. You just hope to slide less than the other guy.
Lots of sliding going around there early on, though. We had like 3 wrecks off turn 2 in the first 3 laps. Nothing caution worthy.
Battle for the lead. Battle for the lead.
Here comes William Lark to the inside of Wyatt Huntley. Wyatt took it early on. Now William Lark coming back on him on the inside. That 24 is going to retake the lead. Clemson colors back to the front here as we work lap 92.
That was a smooth move for the lead, too. He dove in there, cleared him by a couple of car lengths, and was going to try to set sail. No such luck in the back in here, not even the back. No such further back in the pack as guys are still too wide. There's battling all through the top 10 into the top 15 here. There's just cars literally one after another here. It's actually kind of very cool to watch here. It's a very entertaining race.
And I got to say, these guys are doing a really good job. This is a tough track. We've seen it with trucks losing it on their own, but they're able to hang on to it, maintain control, get it rolling back in the right direction, and keeping it clean and green here. But yeah, this can be a very tough track. You talked about the concrete having a little less grip, a little less adhesion with these tires, and a lot less banking than some of the other mile-and-a-half tracks we go to. It's being a little bit shorter, of course, but it can lead to some handling issues for sure. And it is challenging, but it can be a lot of fun to race on too. As you see, you can use that high side with momentum, and that low side is the shorter way around. You come off the corner and you're pretty much in a dead heat.
Yeah, and you just got to try to make it through the corner better than the guy in front of you, and hopefully slide the truck less than he does. And like I said, 15, 20 laps into a run, these trucks are going to start to become handfuls. We have a big battle going on back here between Moreau, Chad Lang, Alan Duranco, James Morris, Mason Leffner's in that. There's just like 10 trucks here just battling it.
You were on it tonight. That's exactly what I was looking at. And yes, Moreau trying to find his way through the traffic here with that 3 of Chad Lang, Alan Duranco, and the 2 James Morris right there in the
Chad
88.
Lang in the wall.
Oh! And they hang on to it. But it does check everybody up as you see the 2 go sliding into turn 3, trying to figure out where to go there. Now they're 3 wide off the corner once again, and with Wayne Grassi, but they sort that out as well.
Man, that was a heck of a hit. He kept it straight. Nobody ran in the back of him. Lost a couple spots, and hold on belts tight, Chad, and get back up on the horse there, and let's get back after it. Yeah, just running.
It's Raymond Ferreira on the outside of the 7 of Wayne Grassi trying to take that spot away.
I mean, we're 96 laps into this race. We still got 27 cars on the lead lap, so it's, anybody at this particular point on the lead lap still has a shot here.
Looking at Ryan Lark here in the 00, the other Clemson Chevrolet here for the Carolina boys. I'm sure he sees William Lark up there leading and wants to be up there towards the front as well. They clearly have a really good truck tonight. Can William be looking at his first league win? It's a good possibility because he looks really strong.
Wyatt's going to try to deny him that, but right now he's got a 1 second gap back to Wyatt there.
Yeah, William Lark continuing to lead over Wyatt Huntley in second. The gap now 1.3 seconds to second. Third is TJ Bartell. You can't ever count TJ out. I remember him being strong here in the past, and he's worked his way up to the front, 12 positions up from his starting position, riding there in third. Fourth place is going to be the 16 of Robert Malikian, and then JP Burns, his teammate, right there in fifth. That's your top 5 right now.
Don't look now, but Nicholas Moreau has cracked the top 10. He's up to 9th. He's got a long way to go yet, though. He's go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say he's out kind of there by himself, kind of in a little bubble by himself there, catching the guys in front and pulling away from the guys behind. You got Mason Hoffer behind him trying to fend off James Morris in the 88, who's trying to get by and battle him his way back up towards the front as well.
That would be the 06 of Mason Hoffer.
Well, 6.
But yeah, these guys they're just, I'm starting to sweat just watching these guys. These guys are going to be up on the wheel this entire time. I guarantee you these guys are working really hard in these trucks tonight because they just don't stop. They just keep passing each other one way or another. James Morris makes his way past and takes over the 10th spot and moved his way back up into the top 10.
Just got bouncing back through the field here. Grant Robichaux off the track. Oh, on pit road. I don't know if is that a strategy call?
Could just be the start of pit stops. Because we still do need to make a pit stop.
You're right.
Because we've gone clean and green here for the second stage. I mean, we've had some incidents, but we haven't had any actual cautions come out. So they do have to stop for fuel. As the 14 is looking underneath Michael Blackner there for 6th spot. Didn't quite make it.
We're about to have a battle for 2nd spot. TJ Bartel is closed in. And now looking underneath, not quite there, on the 21 of Wyatt Hundley. So TJ Bartel starting to put some pressure for P2.
He's got that Bass Pro Shops truck going pretty good. If he gets by to 21, he's going to have to go over to that Pro Shop and get a fishing rod to throw it up there to William, who's 2 seconds down the road.
We'll see if he can reel him in. See what I did there?
There you go. There we go. That's where I was going with that. In the back, Nicholas Moreau has made his way past Tony Solari and is working on the 14 of Smith to put him up into 7th spot. He's slowly making his way up there.
Moreau on the boat. Moreau on the boat. Yeah, right.
Oh my
Moreau
God.
on the. That's not what I was trying to say. Moreau on the move is what I was
You've been
trying
hanging
to say.
out. You have been hanging out with Tony way too long.
Trying to get on the. I wasn't even trying to say boat. Or would it be boot if you're Canadian? Because you know Nicholas Moreau's in Canada. It's a boot.
I'm not your friend, guy.
All right.
That's South Park.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, you're supposed to
I'm
say
not your guy,
friend.
pal. I'm not your pal, buddy.
I'm
I
not
get
your
it.
pal, buddy. Yeah. Listen, you said Nicholas a boot.
I wasn't even trying to. Yeah, maybe I saw Nicholas and thought Canada, and it just. I don't know what that was.
TJ has not made it. TJ has not made it past the 21 yet.
To say, I don't
Getting
know what
back
that's.
to the race.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all
A
about.
boot. I don't know it was a boot. That's for our
But you know
Canadian
what?
friends.
Listen, he's
What's
not
that?
our highest running Canadian. Our highest running Canadian actually is in P5. JP Burns having another great night here tonight in the 99.
Just needs to finish this one off. He'll have a great race. This TJ is trying his darndest to try to get past this 21. 21 is holding strong.
Speaking of Canada, I've always wanted to try that. What is it called? Poutine?
Putin. Yeah, Putang. Putin?
No, it's not.
It's awesome.
It's not poutine.
Not the Russian guy. Poutine.
Poutine. There you go.
I actually have had poutine, and it is really good.
It looks really
basically,
good.
Yeah, it's French fries with gravy on it with what they call cheese curds, which is...
Which, by the way, cheese
know.
curds sounds terrible, but it looks good.
It does, but they're just basically like little cheese balls, basically is what they are, and you put them on top, and it's excellent. Oh, it's really good.
Now I'm hungry.
Well, we're about to have a Canadian civil war going on here.
I don't know. Up front, we got a battle for second. Wyatt Huntley putting the blocks on the TJ Bartel machine. TJ's going to dive it down into turn 3 and take that position. So TJ Bartel up to P2 in that Bass Pro Shops machine. Here comes the 21 back on the outside.
Yet. Nope, he got it. I think
he's going to concede it at that point.
And what I was alluding to is we have a civil war in Canada brewing, as Nicholas Moreau has moved underneath JP Burns there for the 5th spot. So we got a war of Canada going on there.
Let's see. That is, what did I say? Let's pull it up again. Nicholas Moreau.
One was from Ontario.
I think that's J.P. Burns in Ontario, and Nicholas Moreau is in. What did that say?
I don't remember.
Levis? I don't know. We'll have to ask him if we get a chance to talk to him. We'll see. Either way, they are side by side for fourth spot. Robert Maliki and Nicholas Moreau battling for P4.
While that's going on, you got Michael Blackner, the 14 of Adam Smith, and the 11 of Tony Solari, just also waiting there for a spot to battle as well. As Nicholas does make it past J.P. Burns, and he takes over the 5th spot.
And they talk about how nice Canadians are. They're probably like, "No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead."
It probably is. Go ahead,
I don't think that was happening
right,
on the racetrack. They were racing pretty hard, but
I don't know. They were waving out to each other. Thank you, bud. Thank you, pal. Good racing you, bud.
They're gonna hate us.
I live in a tri-state area. Where everybody is not nice. It's amazing that when I leave the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut area, that people actually say hello when you walk into places. It's like, as a New Jersey, I'm looking for them to, like, swing a punch or something. It's truly amazing how nice even Americans are outside of my area.
Well, it's funny because down here people are nice, but not really if you think about it, because they're like, oh, bless your heart, but that really means like F you down here. So sometimes.
Oh, I did not know that.
No. It's just bless your heart. It's like a very, usually it's a condescending, like, oh, poor guy, he's stupid.
Well, I say that because I've had Southern people say "bless your heart" to me. Now I'm rethinking this whole thing.
There you go.
Like was.
But we are offending a lot of people tonight on the broadcast, so I apologize.
Lord, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anybody.
No.
Oh, the 81 is on pit road. The 81 is on pit road.
All right, there's our pit stops. Pit stops are starting as the 81 of Ferreira is going to hit pit road. He's going to be our first one to make a stop. William Lark still leading out front with TJ Bartell in second. 1.4 seconds, though. It's starting to come down as TJ's starting to eat into the lead.
I told you, watch out for TJ. This is one of his types of races. Save tires and save fuel and slowly work his way to the front.
We'll see who will be the next one on pit road. Nicholas Moreau in 5th, J.P. Burns in 6th. Michael Blackner slipped back to 7th, and he's actually under fire from the 14 of Adam Smith again.
And while that was going on, the 88 of James Morris made his way past Tony Solari, and they're in 9th and 10th. Tony up in the fence. I saw it.
I was about to say, I just switched cameras. He's going to hate we caught that. But yes, hitting the wall in the backstretch. William Lark, our leader,
on Monday.
On pit road.
He's on pit road.
Lewis Meglin, pit road. Joseph Burgess pits. He's at the tail end of the lead lap, and he's on pit road as well. It's a very dark pit road.
It's very dark out. I don't know if they paid the light bill.
There's a good shot of a trailer.
Are we here on Monday as well with the Cup cars?
We are.
All right, so our commentator Cup is at full swing.
Robert Malikian on pit road. J.P. Burns on pit road.
Ooh, that was close.
Ooh, I saw that.
J.P. Burns was close.
Skating that white line. But a good pit road entry. Dave Nestor on pit road as well. We're starting to see some guys pit. Hayden James hits pit road. Gregory Valade. Yeah.
Valade, yes.
We'll get that eventually. Give us a few weeks. All right, your leader, TJ Bartell, now on pit road. He comes down pit road hot, hits the line, good entry. Nicholas Moreau is going to follow him in. Ryan Lark on pit road as well. Starting to see these guys come to pit road. That hands the lead over to Wyatt Huntley. With Adam Smith second, James Morrison third, yet to pit.
So this is probably just past halfway. We got 32 laps to go, so they're still going to have a pretty good stint here at the end of here, so they can't just go flat out qualifying laps. They still have to save something for the 30 laps before they get on pit road. 22. Oh my god, that was close. 22 on pit road of Michael Blackner.
Sliding that thing to pit road.
Well, he was in the middle groove and just turned and came down. I'm sure he said something over the radio, but
ooh, Shaq Curran
made me nervous.
Sliding him coming to pit road. He makes it. Michael Deitch. Got to make a mental note.
All right, William Lark is back out, and he did make it out in front of TJ, and looks like he might have, well, because he pitted earlier, he might have gotten a little extra space there to TJ. But traffic, man. He is in traffic.
TJ Bartell has a nice little window in front of him, though. He's worked his way through the traffic. He's got a little window in front to kind of run the laps he needs to run.
Looks like the 88 might be coming to pit road.
Continues to cycle or circulate. Here goes the 88 of James Morris down pit road, like you were talking about.
Tony getting the wall again. So Wyatt Hundley, Adam Smith, Tony Solari, Mason Hoeffner, and James Torrey now, top 5 have not pitted yet.
Got about the top 7 that have yet to make a pit stop. Chris Gore and Mark Al Henderson joins those 5. And then it looks like the first guy out right now is going to be William Lark. James Morris just now leaving pits. He had a slow stop.
Where's Nicholas? Where did Moreau go?
He is a lap down. Did he have a pit road? Oh, he's gone.
He's not 3 laps down.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe he got a pit road speeding penalty.
Wyatt Huntley on pit road. Tony Solari hits pit road as well. It hands the lead to Adam Smith in the 14.
Hey Dean in our chat says the same thing. If someone says "bless your heart," then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I'm learning something new every day.
Usually, you hear "oh, bless your heart."
Bless his heart.
Yeah, it's not a kind thing usually.
No, I can't tell you what people in the Northeast would tell you because it's a kid-friendly show.
I don't know which way. I don't know which way I prefer. I mean, is it you want them beating around the bush, trying to beat, being?
Well, apparently they're not beating around the bush. Apparently they're not building around the bush. If you guys know all about it already.
Well, I mean, we do. It's more like I guess it's code.
But, it's code, yeah. You gotta have the Southern dictionary in order to. Man, and I lived down there for like 3-4 years. Nobody gave me the code.
You've got to be born here, I believe.
Adam Smith and Mason Hoeffner, James Torrey, Chris Gore are still holding on here. They have not pitted as of yet.
Still circulating. Looking at the 14 of Adam Smith. Still no stop from him. Hoffner through 3 and 4. He's going to stay out again. And boy, you can tell how much slower they are compared to the guys that have tires. They're getting eat up.
Mm-hmm.
Past left, past right.
Well, that 27 cars on the lead lap down is down to 8, though. If something happens, these guys up front definitely will make out on the deal, but they're going to eventually have to come in. Can't stay out there forever.
I don't know, but so many cars that would take the wave around. I'm not sure it'd be good news for them either, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, because then they'd line up behind the top 8 with new tires.
Well, they would, but they would be way back. Here comes Hoffner to pit road.
Way back.
Adam Smith continues to make laps out here in Nashville Superspeedway. We are down to 24 laps to go here in the race tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking those top 4 are just hoping that there's a caution that comes out. And they'll get tons of track position for that.
But now it's top 3 is Smith, Torrey, and Gore are the only ones yet to pit.
There's just racing everywhere. What's our leader doing?
He has kind of cleared some, I'd say clear lap traffic, but the lap traffic actually has cleared him. As slow as he's going out there on those old tires. Here he comes.
Pits right now. Yeah, it's coming pits right now.
So the pit road, the 14 of Smith. Hey, he got his 10 minutes of fame, though. He's out there leading the race.
Actually, he's been doing a great job. He's been fighting with Michael
Yeah.
Blackner and Tony in the top 10 all night long.
And
So give
here's
it to the 14 for that.
James Torrey now is going to take over the lead from the 14 of Adam Smith.
With Chris Gore hot in his tire treads there. His, the 70 of Michael. Now you're going to get me to do it wrong. Deitch is making his way past the leader, getting his lap back.
It's easy for me to correct you. It's not easy for me to say it, I guess.
Yeah, the same the other way around.
I don't know why. I have a minute to think about it. I'm not trying to talk and think at the same time.
Well, that's the problem. We've been doing his name for a couple weeks now, and he was nice enough to say, "Hey guys, you're saying my name wrong," and now we're stumbling over it. But we'll get it, or we won't, whichever may happen.
James Torrey continuing to lead over Chris Gore, yet to pit here. I think Gore's going to come down this time by. It looks like he was fading down to the bottom.
That's. I was just thinking that it sounds like something Adam Sandler would say, because I have a microphone and you do not. Going back to the names thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digest.
Yeah, really?
I even digress even too.
Still waiting for Torrey and Gore to pit here. We are down to 20 laps to go here at Nashville. That will hand the lead. Once these guys pit, because they do have to pit, they will hand. Let's see if he's coming. The 6 is coming. Oh, that was close. The 6 is coming this time by. Oh, and he's sideways coming to the pit road, and he hangs on to it. James Torrey.
We got the 99 and a 21. Oh boy, lap traffic. Oh. The 21 and the 99 are running side by side here. That's for technically the 6th position. I still think we have a couple of guys that may or may not, because Robert Malikian has leapfrogged into
I was gonna say
4th. I think he pitted, but I think he might have pitted early and was able to leapfrog these guys. The 99 pushes the 21 down in the turn 3.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he was very happy about him coming across his nose there off the corner. And
slide job.
Letting him know about it. That's that nice Canadian. Hi, how are you?
Just a bump to say howdy. You're gonna get me in trouble. They're gonna end up coming down here looking for me.
Yeah, I know. We have to explain ourselves. White Huntley takes over the 6th spot though. Raymond Ferreira.
Oh, 89 on pit road. He was sideways. Sorry.
I thought he was wrecking.
Yeah, I thought he was spinning. Oh wait,
You
no,
did
he's just
too.
getting on pit road.
That's going to hand the lead back over to William Lark. 17 laps to go for William to get his first win here at FTSR. Hanging on out front. TJ Bartell trying to chase him down, but TJ over 5 seconds back to William Lark. William did an excellent job getting on and off the pit road, making that gap even wider. TJ Bartell in 2nd. Robert Malikian in 3rd. Raymond Ferreira up to 4th. Well, he was 4th. Was going to be 4th.
Now 5th.
Now 5th as White Huntley goes around.
And he did pit. So Jarrett Ferreira did pit, but he pitted on lap 114. So that was
That's right.
9 laps before Wyatt Huntley did.
He was like one of the first ones on the lead lap to pit. You're right.
Yeah, and that's why Wyatt was back behind JP, because Wyatt was one of the last ones to pit. He's pitted on lap 123. The other guys were on like lap 16, 116, 118, 117.
JP,
So he's got a little bit fresher tires.
JP coming around Ferreira there too. He's going to take that spot from the 81 with those newer tires. We think he should make that pass pretty easy here.
Yeah, William Lark though, what a great job he did. I think traffic had a lot to do with it too, because TJ got held up a couple of times where I saw him going really 3 wide high past a couple lap cars. So William did a great job through traffic on his pit stop. And actually, TJ had a faster pit stop by a second. So either come in the pit road or just... Oh, there's a wreck! The 81 and the 99 are through the grass. No caution.
They keep it going straight.
For now.
The 99.
81's still sideways.
Oh, 81 sideways. He keeps it straight and keep rolling and keep it green. So
Man, I hate that for JP.
I have to go back and see what caused that.
think we have our third member of the Mayhem Club. Poor JP can't seem to get a good finish when he's running really good all night race long.
Ferreira, a little, I don't know if he got a little loose off the corner or not, but he was kind of in the middle of the track coming off the corner. Looks like JP shot up the track, and then they just make contact and kind of go with each other through the grass here.
What is it with the grass? Is people like mowing the grass here? Is it nice grass? Is it blue-green? Is it blue-green grass or something?
I don't know, but hey, they've been able to keep it straight, keep it going, keep it green, so green like the grass.
And since we last talked about it, TJ has closed over a full second on our leader, William Lark, but he's still just under 4 seconds behind here with just 10 laps to go. I don't think he's got anywhere near enough time to catch William.
Yeah, he's much faster around the track. He's cut it down, like you said, 0.8 of a second in the last couple laps. But he's got to do more than that to get there before the end of the race. Only 11 laps to go here in Nashville. The Nashville 200 for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series wrapping up here. Coming to 10 to go. And William looking for his first win ever in the FTSR League. And the first win of this season, of course, to put himself in the playoffs for the end of the season.
And someone we haven't talked about who has just cracked into the top 10 is Lewis Meglin in the 43. He had a lot of good runs going in the AC season, but was unfortunate not to capitalize on most of them. But finishing off strong here, as like I said, he's in the top 9. He's in 9th here in the top 10 with a handful of laps to go.
Yeah, just wants to hang on for a solid run for sure. You got Ryan Lark, the we talked about the teammate to William there.
Where did he come
7th.
from?
He's 7th spot, having a solid run tonight as well.
Yeah. Wasn't he through the grass at one point?
Probably.
Earlier in the race, I believe he
Seems
was.
Like everybody's been through the grass. So
fantastic recovery.
Michael Blackner in 6th, James Morris up to 5th now. With those two taking each other out coming off the corner, it's propelled some guys back up into the top 5. James Morris in 5th. Wyatt Hunley is going to hold on to 4th right now. Robert Malikian in 3rd. TJ Bartels gapped him in 2nd. Now only 3.4 seconds behind William Lark.
Yeah, William's been in traffic here, and he's got some traffic he may catch before the end of the race. So, but TJ's going to have to get past by these guys too. So, it may help TJ early, but when he gets to him, it's going to be the same issue.
7 laps to go, and I'm sure if I'm in Williams' shoes, I'm just want everybody to keep it straight, stay green, no cautions, no issues, just make it to the end.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Exactly. And I know sitting behind the wheel, thinking about that, man, and you start hearing everything the truck's doing. You start hearing everything on track that's happening, even with these
lap cars. Yeah. Lap cars going around you as the leader. Yeah. Not that they're doing anything wrong, but it's all the things that are going through your mind at the time. Absolutely.
You're just trying to make sure to give plenty of space when those guys go by. You don't want no net code. You don't want to get close to them. You don't want them getting loose. Nothing. Just go on. That's fine. You're just trying to hang on and make sure everything goes smooth from here to the end of the race.
Well, you don't want to hang on too much. TJ's less than 3 seconds now.
He sure is.
Don't overdo it.
There's TJ Bartel coming off turn 4 right now. He's got a couple lap cars between him and the leader as well.
We got Adam Smith coming back up and is fighting Lewis Meglin and for 9th spot. Another good recovery for Adam after staying out so long on tires.
Yeah,
he made his way past Wayne and Lewis.
I was going to say he gets by both of those, works in the 9th spot. He's got his eyes set on Tony Solari, who's about 1.5 seconds ahead, though.
And he's got huge tire advantage on him, so I thought that maybe he wasn't going to be able to make it back up to the top 10, staying out as long as he did, but nope. Prove me wrong.
You see William Lark working his way around traffic. 2.6 seconds is the gap now between him and 2nd spot. And I'm sure he's glad he's not hearing us talk about it, because I'm sure he's watching And I'm telling you, you're looking at that go down, and you're like, oh, my good. But, he's got time to give. With only 4 laps to go at the line. No, I'm sorry, 3 laps to go at the line. TJ's running out of time.
Well, TJ's run out of time. I think TJ is nowhere, unless something weird happens to William. I think this is definitely William's race at this particular point. But TJ's got a good gap on Robert Malikian, having a fantastic run here in P3, with Wyatt Hundley behind him and James Morris rounding out the top 5 with 2 to go.
Well, Malikian was up the track. That's going to let Hundley get right to his back bumper. This is going to be a battle for third. 2 laps to go. Here comes Huntley on the inside.
He wants it more. I think Hundley. Oh, he left room.
Yeah, Malikian's going to try to fight back on the out. Oh, there's contact. He's turned him into turn 3. Caution, caution, caution. Caution is out. We will have a late race restart here at Nashville.
Green-white checker. That is not what anybody wanted to see. Oh, no, that's just...
Decisions will have to be made here on what to do.
Side drafting gone wrong.
Well, before they make that decision, let's look real quick and see what happened. We were watching it when it happened down the backstretch. Robert Malikian, and see if we can get a better shot of what happened. Going down the backstretch, just like Robert Malikian moved down.
It looked like he went to go side draft him. While you're watching, William Lark on pit road. So is TJ Bartel, so is Robert Malikian. But James Morris and Michael Blackner and a few others stay out. A whole bunch of guys coming in now.
This is the decisions I was talking about. Who's going to stay out and who's going to pit? How many
James
stay
Morris,
out?
Michael Blackner. Mason Hoeffner. So we got 362 or lap cars. Looks like we had 3 that stayed out.
So 3 drivers staying out. Looks like TJ Bartel won the battle off pit road. Did he take 2?
Oh my. That might be the move of the race.
I don't know. If you can, check that. See if he took 2 tires. He definitely beat William Lark out. Robert Malikian, Ryan Lark, Adam Smith, Tony Solari all off pit road. But you're right. 3 drivers stayed out. James Morris, Michael Blackner, and Mason Hoffner. Your top 3 stayed out on this late race restart.
That would be a 2-tire pit stop for TJ.
All right, so there you go.
And it looks like, William got 4.
So exactly what William did not want to see happen.
Nope.
Happened.
I don't think the 16 or the 21 wanted to see it happen either. I certainly didn't. All right, got some guys getting their laps back here with the wave around. So now we got 3 guys without tires or on old tires. TJ in 4th with 2 tires. Robert Malikian also took 2 tires and beat William Lark off as well. No, he did not. I'll take it back. William Lark is... So they took 4 tires. So now you got the 3rd row's got 4 tires. This restart's going to be amazing.
I thought you were going to say a mess. Could be either one or both.
Well, it could be an amazing mess.
Well, we're about to find out, though.
I think they can handle it, but there's 3 different tire strategies out there, so you're going to have
old tires,
various speeds going into one, yeah.
Old tires for the top 3, 2 tires for the 28, and then 4 tires behind the William Lark trying to get back to the front. Pace car lights are off. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. We're going to have an old-fashioned green-white checkered Saturday night finish here at Nashville Super Speedway. The pace car peels off. We come down to the restart zone. James Morris lead them down. Michael Blackner on those old tires. Don't spin them, guys. Green flag is out, and we are underway.
James Morris gets a great jump, as it looked like Michael might have actually spun the tires a little bit. Now where do you go? You got two guys in front of you with no tires battling, no place to go.
They come down. Oh, contact, the 22 with the 28. TJ Bartell around, and caution is out.
Oh, and Michaels came back up into the racetrack. Got a couple guys in the back.
I'll tell you who else got a part of that is William Lark. He's got damage. Man.
Old tires, new tires, oil and vinegar. Well, I said Michael came up the racetrack, but he didn't. He was spinning pretty straight down the backstretch.
See what happens. Our best one tire and auto care instant replay off the corner. William Lark, an innocent bystander. There's contact between, is that TJ Bartell and Michael Blackburn?
Yes it is. That looked like Michael got a little loose, and TJ kind of drifted a little high.
Let's see if we can back this up. Best one tire and auto care instant replay one more time. TJ Bartell a little loose. Blackner a little loose. TJ Bartell into the quarter. Michael goes spinning down the backstretch. Oh, and who does he collect right there?
Michael? That would be Hayden James. Yeah, like I said, Michael was kind of spinning very straight, and then Hayden kind of clobbers him at the end.
He's right on board with James here down the backstretch. Wreck happening in front of him. Yep, right into the side of the 22.
The other one you could look at is the Larks. As William was starting to spin, Ryan Lark got into him, so we had Lark on Lark action up ahead of Michael Lark.
William got put down in the grass. He tried to hang on to it, and then I guess that's William or Ryan that hit him there.
Yeah, yep. It was like the A squad and the B squad of Clemson having a scrimmage there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Ryan's cleared his path about 3 times there. Knocked about 3 cars out of the way. Keeps going.
So now, last week I saw that a specific driver was leading late in the race and pitted.
Yeah, that would be the same one leading tonight. Looks like he decides to stay out. Trying to go for
maybe
a little redemption.
Yeah, redemption. And look at that. The 06 is on the outside.
06 on the outside. Both of those guys on those old tires. Michael Blackner out of it now. The other one that stayed out there. Adam Smith's going to start third with those new tires. Ryan Lark fourth. Robert Malikian fifth. And Malikian's up there after bringing out that second to last caution. We hope that's the second last.
Right.
One.
So we still have the front row made up of old tires.
Right.
So the 88 and the 06 are old tires, and then right directly behind them are all new tires.
Yeah, no more 2 tires. TJ Bartell involved in that wreck as well. It's going to fall out of contention. So you got old tires on the front row and new tires on back.
And this is the second of 3 attempts for a green-white checker. I'm thinking the 88 might need 2 or 3 more yellows to take this win with the tires behind.
It's going to be hard to hang on for 3 laps. Pace car pulls off, though. We're going to get this restart here at Nashville Super Speedway. They come down to the restart zone. The 88 fires off. We are green.
That's what he needed. He needed a little bit of a gap. The 6 not going at all.
Yeah, the 06 did not get a good restart. It's going to open the door for the 14 with those fresh tires to come right on through with help from the 16.
That's what James wanted to see, is the 6 is up in the wall down the backstretch.
Yeah, we've got cars bouncing off the walls down the backstretch. Now the 14 is clear. Can he run him down within a lap? How new are those tires? Through 3 and 4. Green so far. We're going to get to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Here comes the 14 up on the 88. He's got to run. He's got the fresher tires. Can he get around?
Oh, he tapped him. Tapped him again.
He's looking underneath. Not there yet as they head into turn 3.
Watch out for him, look. Here comes the 16.
16 to the inside. 14 looking to the inside of the 88. Contact with the 14. The 16 goes sliding as well. Through 3 and 4. The 88. Is he going to hang on? He's slow. Can he make it to the line? He's going to make it. The 88 hangs on. James Morris wins at Nashville.
Wow.
What a finish.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That was crazy.
16 trying to go below the 14. The 14 trying to hold off, trying to get to the 88. Oh, my goodness.
Then you got the 00 coming at the end, the 11 and a 43 banging doors coming out of 4 to finish for Tony Solari to finish 3rd. Megalin 4th, JP Burns 5th. Holy mackerel. I need to sip my victory fuels when I need to hydrate.
But redemption never tasted so sweet. The 88's going to get that win after last week giving it up, coming to pit road there at the end. He's going to hang on and win tonight here at Nashville. And he can't be more happy about that for sure. I know there's some unhappy ones behind him, but 88's going to take home the victory tonight. So let's look at our results. The winner tonight, James Morris in the number 88 takes home the win. The 00 Ryan Lark fights his way up to 2nd spot. Look at spicy Tony Solari sneaking in there for a top 3. He's going to be on the podium in 3rd spot. 4th is going to be the 43. That's Louis Meglin. Finishing P5 is going to be JP Burns in that number 99. Fights home for a 5th place finish. Robert Malikian in 6th spot. 7th is going to be the 70. That's Michael Deitch. Yes, it's Deitch. 8th is going to be Shaq Curran in the 66. William Lark fights back after that late race kerfuffle. I don't know. There's so much going on to finish P9th. And round out your top 10 to 7, Wayne Grassi.
11th, just by missing it by 1 spot, is the 61 of Josh Mayhew, missing the top 10. Mason Huefner faded back to 12th after that last restart. Chris Gore in the 89, 13th. Cameron Albertson, 14th. Dave Nestor, 15th. Adam Smith fell all the way back after fighting for the win there on the last lap to 16th. Gregory Valade, 17th. Michael Blackner with a disappointing 18th after running good tonight. Same with TJ Bartel in 19th. Richard Myers in the 93 finishes 20th.
21st is going to be Joseph Burgess. 22nd, Mark Allen Henderson. James Torrey's 23rd. 24th, Grant Robichaud. 25th is going to be Hayden James. 26th, Wyatt Huntley. 27th, Raymond Ferreira. 28th is going to be Alan Duranco. 29th, Nicholas Moreau. Tough night for Nicholas. 30th for Chad Lang. 31st, Brandon Elder. 32nd, Nim Silva. And round out your 33 car field, Aaron Satcher with that early accident.
And the turkey burgers.
Yeah. He's already grilling. So, man, what an exciting finish there. A lot to digest. We'll probably look at that once again, but we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk to our top 3 finishers and kind of digest what we saw here tonight at Nashville Super Speedway. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Nashville Super Speedway, wrapping up the Nashville 200 for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series, and we're kind of going through and looking at the last lap here, and we want to look at that before we get to our interview. So let's see if we can do that. Right here. All right, let's see if we can pull up that last corner of the last lap there. It got very exciting really quick here. And
lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. So we'll look at Robert Malikian here as they head into the corner. We'll back it up. So coming off the corner, 14 checks up a little bit because the car in front checks up. Malikian gets a run, gets into the back of the 14. 14 looks under, trying to look under the 88. 16 into him. 00 into the 16. And then 00 is going to come through and try to fight for this win. And it was close. It was close at the line.
0.037.
Right.
Yeah.
there.
While that was going on, you had Tony and Lewis Meglin battling it out behind him. As Tony throws it in underneath the 43. As that all that was going on with the 14 and the 16.
So we back it up and we ride on board with Robert Malikian here. Coming off the corner, you see the 88 gets loose. The 14 gets checked up because of him looking high, looking low. Here comes the 16 with a run. 14 goes low. 16 goes low into the corner. Up the track into the 14, sliding sideways. He gets hit by the 00. Let's back that up. I think the 00 sits back here and seeing all. Coming down into 3. Contact between the 14 and the 16. 16 slides up in front of the 00. Contact. He keeps rolling though. Tries to get a run on the 90 or the 88 there. Nowhere to go. And just misses it by that much. Man, what an exciting finish.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Blocking, banging, and redemption all in the same lap.
All right, well, let's kick it over to our post-race show, sponsored by Victory Fuel. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3 finishers. Start with our third-place finisher, the 11 Tony Solari. I almost said sorry.
You gotta be able to say his name right.
Sorry, Solari. Tony, congratulations, man. Third-place finish, but that last lap, man. Holy.
Can you believe it? I know. It's I'm kind of surprised to be up here myself, but yeah, it was fun. Yeah, a little mayhem towards the end, and I know our buddy Mayhem, he kind of got knocked out a few laps prior there. So fun race, though. I mean, I don't know. We're getting better, but we still got a little work to do as a whole.
Starting P25, find your way through the pack. You rode in the top 10 a good portion of this race as well, even before the halfway break. Just talk about your night and what you kind of struggled with and how you found yourself in the top 3 here at the end of this race.
Well, I had pretty good tire wear, surprisingly, compared to my counterparts in the Fury, and I just, I'm out there riding around, and well, who needs practice? Just get out there and ride around and see what happens. And yeah, like I say, after the stage, the truck felt pretty good, and I just kept doing what I was doing in the first stage, and yeah, like I say, the mayhem at the end. I mean, I was fine running 8th or 9th or wherever I was before that last caution, and green, white checkered. I had a pit because I was going to run out of gas. So kind of glad I did. And Yeah, that's it. Here I am. I'm surprised as you guys are, probably.
Well, third place finish tonight. You're making it tough on Richie. You're going to have to fight pretty hard, Richie, this week. So
yeah, that's right.
Good
In your
run.
face, Richie.
Wait, I didn't get to go yet. But I did see a couple times. I did see that 11 scrape the wall a couple times tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Well, thanks for noticing. I only had a one or two. It wasn't my usual, but one or two.
Well, again, congratulations on a third place run tonight for sure. We'll see if Richie can hold up his end of the bargain on Monday night. But I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Well, thanks to you guys as always. And, it's kind of fun to actually be in the truck opposed to being in the booth tonight. But I guess I'm sure you guys did a wonderful job. And
Of course we did.
Yeah, of course. Mom and Dad, I'm sure you're out there watching. Anybody else out there watching? Hey. And I went back to the wood in the bed truck and the Harbor Freight straps this year or this season, and so far so good. It might be my green lucky number or lucky color here, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you were hauling more than just lumber tonight, so congratulations again on a third place finish, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you guys later.
All right, your third place finisher, the 11 of Tony Solari. Let's jump to our second place finisher. I think you're standing by with Ryan Lark in the 00.
Yeah, I'm standing on here with the with a Lark, but it wasn't the Lark that we thought we were going to see over here on the podium. But one Lark's trouble becomes one Lark's triumph as I'm standing down here with Ryan Lark, man. What an end of a race there, man. How was your view of that?
Yeah, it got a little wild. My dad was kind of frustrated, and I understand. I feel bad for him.
Oh,
but,
absolutely.
I saw what was going on in front of me, and maybe I got a chance to win, but he held on to it. It kind of got hectic there at the end, but it was fun. I mean, good race.
Yeah, he beat you across the line by .037. We knew those new tires were going to be tough, but he was able to hold on, and with the help of other guys there, gave him enough gap. But you came kind of from nowhere. I mean, weren't you in the grass at one point in this race?
I was. There was a car in front of me, and he made contact with the car up top, and I kind of made contact with both of them. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to back out of it and take it through the grass and take it easy.
Well, from the grass to second, man, it had to be a one heck of a race for sure. Like I said, I saw you go through the grass and you were in the back, and then right after the stage, you started to move back up again, and then all of a sudden you were deep in the middle, deep into the top 10, and great run there at the end to capitalize.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind. Like I said, I had contact a couple times. Cars getting loose in front of me and trying to avoid them and stuff like that at the beginning of the race. But after the stage, it kind of all settled in and be able to run smooth. And right before that caution, before the green, white checkers, I was up like 7th, I think. So it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you talk to your father, make sure you tell him that we sympathize for him for sure. We thought we were going to be talking to him up here in the in Victory Lane. He had it covered all the way up until the green white checkers came out, but it ended up working out for you. So I'm going to open it up for your sponsors. Any plugs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates. Corey couldn't make it tonight, but y'all know him good. He'd stick it through any hole he gets, but he races pretty clean usually. Shout out to my dad. He had a very good truck tonight. He should have won the race, honestly. But shout out to you guys. You guys put on a good show. I love doing this, and thank you guys for having me.
All right. Well, there's our second place finisher, Ryan Lark. Congratulations again.
And I
Brody,
absolutely,
I think you're.
I was going to say, I absolutely sympathize with him and William, and that's a tough break there at the end for sure. But good run for him for sure. And I'm sure they'll pick it up and they'll be back at it again next week. And Williams wins right around the corner. He's going to get that. He just
absolutely.
He kind of deserved that tonight till the cautions came out. So it's just how the cookie crumbles tonight. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess I should say, for our winner tonight, it worked out just right for the 88 to hang on just by a nose and get that redemption he was talking about from last week. James Morris in the number 88 takes the win tonight. James, congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Well, it wasn't easy, and it was very entertaining from up here. And so those guys with new tires had 2 shots at you on the double restarts there at the end. Talk about the strategy to stay out, to take no tires, to get that track position, try to get away from everybody, and hang on through those last two green, white checkers?
Well, last week I learned my lesson.
Don't pit while leading.
Yeah, don't pit while leading. So I said, you know what, this week we're going to learn from the mistake, and we're going to try to hold on. And if we get past, we get past. Either way, we're going to have a good, a decent finish. I got to give a shout out to Daryl that was on my box tonight, spotting for me and letting me know and helping me make the call on that one. Gosh, I can't believe it.
You got to be thinking something when you see that there's only three. You're one of three cars that stayed out here at the end, and you're looking back there. You're like, well, the new tires are right behind me. If we go green, there's no. I mean, they are so much quicker on those fresh tires. How am I going to hang on to this? Not only for one, but for two green, white checkers.
Just hold the bottom and pray. That's literally hope I can get it, not nose to push, lift, get it down, hug the bottom, because you got to protect the bottom. So I wasn't trying to block anybody. I just was just driving my line. And I'm just thankful that I didn't get run over out of 14 and get killed going into one on that last restart. But I had to hold the bottom. That was the only thing I do. Hope that I could just hold and get the slower RPMs to the corner, the slower speeds. If we were at Kansas or something like that, I wouldn't have had a chance. So it's nice to be on the other side of the disappointment tonight. It really is.
Well, it sounds like you're you're so elated there. You're out of breath and you don't know what, and you're having issues talking. So you know these wins in FTSR are hard to come by. And I only got to watch last week as I wasn't in the booth last week, but I was watching it and I'm like, what is he doing? But tonight, though, let's forget about last week. We got redemption tonight. Fantastic job. Great job holding on there at the end. But you had a pretty good race. But you went back into the back for a while. Was that because you guys didn't take tires, or what happened right in the middle of the first stage?
That was my decision to save a set of tires. Just have something to go south to the back end. If we had an extra caution early in the race, that's what that was for, just to make sure that I had some security if I needed it. Typically, that's what I like to do, because it's just, I'd rather give up the time early to make sure I'm covered at the back in the race, because especially here, if I wouldn't need them and didn't have them, that would have bit me in the butt.
We were wondering, because you had pitted, I guess you just got fuel, because you had pitted and then went backwards, and we weren't sure if there was something wrong or if you didn't get tires.
That was all planned.
Okay. Well, let us know next time. Send us a flare or something.
Yeah, smoke signals. Right. Smoke signals would be great.
Okay. I'll just say, don't worry, I'm good. I'll just key up and just holler, I'm good, guys. It's all planned.
Well, again, congratulations tonight, man.
Yep.
What a strong finish to a wild and crazy race at the end. It was very calm through the middle of the race, and everybody's just kind of monitoring. Man, it did change at the end. It got hot and heavy, crazy turns 3 and 4. You hung on though for the victory. Did a great job. So again, congratulations. I'll let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs though. The floor is yours.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys. Give a shout out to ESC, to my team, to give a shout out to Paul. I know he's at a Metallica concert tonight, so I got the win for you, Boss Man. Shout out to Twisted Speed for great stuff underneath us, and just all the people around me. And I couldn't do it without them guys. Everybody around me, it's a team effort, so I couldn't do it without them. And the missus that puts up with me every night testing and running.
Yeah, you got to think the other half for sure. So again, man, congratulations on the win tonight. Redemption, you talked about it all week. You got it done. You end up in victory lane tonight to make up for maybe a mishap last week. So congratulations. Good start of the season for the team. A win from Polt last week, a win for you this week. You're 2 for 2 so far. We'll see what you can do next week as we head on.
Thank you. You guys have a good one. Thank y'all.
There's your winner tonight. The 88 James Morris takes home victory. Victory number 2 for the team, and hangs on with those old tires, Richie. Man, it got wild and crazy. We expected it on those restarts with those old tires out front. Everybody did a good job with those old tires hanging on for the most part. And everybody with the new tires were patient enough, and they got to the last corner, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, well, I covered both of it. The first part of that green white checkered was mess. The last part of it was amazing. So my little comment kind of covered everything. But the race itself, though, was a spectacular race. The guys did such a great job, all the way up to the to the last couple laps there. Clean and green. Yeah, great racing. 2 wide, 3 wide, racing all over the track. What a neat track this is.
Well, a week from today, we'll be at Michigan International Raceway, basically a super speedway for these guys. So it's going to be hot and heavy, all on top of each other in Michigan as well. That's going to be a lot of fun to call. You can watch it right here on Full Throttle Television next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series as they head to the Michigan 200 and get it done there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing who comes out on top there. And before we do that, though, we'll be heading, remember Monday nights as well. You'll be on track here at Nashville Super Speedway. This is just a taste of what we're going to see on Monday night, 9 p.m. here on Full Throttle Television as the Victory Fuel Cup Series kicks off action here at Nashville Super Speedway. Looking forward to it as well. So with that being said, had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. We certainly enjoyed it from up here. Got to thank Richie Coy for hanging out with us tonight and keeping you guys entertained. Yeah, showing up this week. Thanks for showing up. No vacation for you this week. Had to do a little work.
We're good till July.
All right. And everybody on Full Throttle Television for everything they do. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Continue to leave comments, like the page, subscribe, follow us. And we'll see you every week on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. We'll keep bringing you guys the action, and we'll keep trying to make the jokes that nobody likes. So anyway, for Richie Coy, for Full Throttle Television, my name is Brady Hanna. Thanks for watching with us tonight, and we'll see you next Monday night at 9 p.m. for the Nashville 250, the Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television.